Mr. Speaker, I would ask unanimous consent to address the House out of order and to invite other Texas colleagues and other friends of Sylvester Turner to come down as we honor him.
Without objection, the gentleman is recognized.
It is a shocking blow to lose the strong voice of Congressman Sylvester Turner. I've known him for over 40 years. As an attorney, he worked to represent the most vulnerable. He served 27 years in the Texas House of Representatives, and as a lifelong Houstonian, mayor for 8 years, he always put Houston and Houston concerns about education and opportunity at the forefront. Emmanuel Cleaver, who's right behind me here, and I represented the House just a few weeks ago, the night before we were all sworn in, at a celebration that Sylvester organized for Houstonians who were here for this event. It was really a joyous celebration. There were so many Houstonians there who were proud of his service as mayor. He had much of the same staff that worked with him as mayor who had signed on to work with him either here or in Houston, and it was clear that he was prepared to hit the ground running as a new member of Congress. He brought an immense amount of personal experience and experience working with people of all political affiliations and none. His life has been cut abruptly short. He demonstrates a tenacity and a courage that we can all emulate. And only last night we know he was sitting just a few rows back here, yet today he's gone. It's a reminder of all the uncertainties that each of us face in life. And for me, it's a reminder of an oft-spoken prayer by John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist Church, who said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people that you can, as long as ever you can." Sylvester lived that prayer. We send our prayers and condolences to his staff, who I know are shocked by this, to his family, and the countless lives that he touched in Houston and elsewhere. And I yield to one of his best friends, Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher.
Thank you so much. Sylvester Turner personified what it means to be a Houstonian, to believe in possibility, to work for it, and to share it with others. In his presence, you could always feel the love for the city that we call home and for all of the people who live there. We were lucky to have his service to our community for decades, as a representative in the legislature, as our mayor, and now representing the 18th Congressional District of Texas. We were lucky to have his example to learn from, and I was lucky to have him as my friend. As our hometown paper said today, Sylvester Turner's life embodied the American dream and Houston's history like no other. May his memory be a blessing and his remarkable life an inspiration to us all. I yield back.
Thank you, Lizzie. And it's great to have all members of our delegation here, and I yield to the Dean of the Republican members of the Texas delegation, Pete Sessions.
Mr. Speaker, you see gathered together Texans, but friends of not only a man who was with us last night, but we were shocked to hear of his demise today. We bring not only the presence of love and care for Sylvester, but also for the things that he stood for most of all. And he came to Washington to represent people with his views, ideas, and spirit. He will be missed. And we join with this entire body to say today that we will not only miss him, but we wish his family the very best and Godspeed.
Thank you, Pete. With that, Mr. Speaker, I would ask for a moment of silence to honor Sylvester and to ask that when the House adjourns today, that it adjourn in his memory.
The chair asks all those present in the chamber, as well as members and staff throughout the Capitol, to rise for a moment of silence in remembrance of the Honorable Sylvester Turner.
So quick.